Parked under a bridge in Cologne.
Köln.
Köln.
It's cheaper parking under this bridge. We're getting it. Gonna walk a little bit with the suitcase.
Ready?
Ready.
First thing in every hotel room is setting up the computer, right? We're still in the same hotel chain, Premier Inn, because they had this deal Germany-wide. It looks kind of the same, but a compressed version. The room is smaller.
So we're in a bigger city, so that makes sense.
We're gonna stay another 2 nights in Cologne, in Köln.
Color.
Köln. I'm not a local, but I guess that's what they say. Cologne for this video, and after that we're going to another city, but this video first, so let's head out.
Flowers cannot bloom until they are in season, as we would not be here.
The Wedding Express, it says on there.
Do you want to marry me? Zu spät.
Okay. Got the boat?
Got the boat. Thought that was the longest boat in history of boats.
So it's our first evening out. We were a little beat from the ride, but it's okay, we got better. We refueled with the kebab.
Yeah, it was a mediocre kebab.
Yeah, Cologne, not the best first impression. Oh yeah, we walked across the bridge with romance locks.
Yeah.
All these little love locks where you engrave your name, like Deanna and Phil, and then you hang it on the bridge. And I think that originated here on that bridge. I think that's a thing around the world, right? Somebody told me it originated in Cologne. They started it here on that bridge. And I also thought I read that they were supposed to take them down because I think they made it illegal to put them on there anymore because the weight of all these locks was pulling on the bridge. That's what I heard a couple years ago. We're on the other side of the Rhine River. Cologne also is on the Rhine River, runs right through the city. Yeah. This is the site, it's called Deutz, I think. And we might check out a viewpoint right now.
Can go up.
Hope it's open. Right, so the viewing platform unfortunately was closed.
They open next week.
So we're crossing that bridge again. It's the Hohenzollernbrücke. There are apparently around 40,000 of these locks on here.
That's a ton, that's crazy.
I just googled it quickly and it apparently started 2008. So I'm not sure if this was the first one. There's a train in the background at the moment, so it might be a little noisier. And I don't know if the thing with the weight is real or if they started taking them down on this side, because this side definitely is
way less
locks. That's still a cool thing, and I don't know if it originated here.
Yeah. One thing I really like is that there's activity on both sides of the water. In Dusseldorf it was mainly on one side, and I like how this is connected and it feels like a united city.
And you also got slightly better views in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or like you pointed out, there is more older architecture, like the cathedral, which is right behind there right now.
Yeah, I like the older architecture a lot.
All right, second day in Cologne. We just got out. Unfortunately, it's a little gloomier today.
And everything is closed.
The hop-on bus and the river cruise, which we wanted to do,
are both closed today, just today. And everything opens this weekend.
So we're just gonna roam around into the old town a little bit more.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some Hopefully we're gonna get some typical Cologne German food. Eat that, that's the main thing. And yeah, it's definitely long pants day.
Yeah, it's
for us.
colder today, you can feel it.
But that's not gonna stop us, so.
We're gonna keep chugging and eating.
Yeah, it's our last day here. We're gonna leave tomorrow pretty early in the morning to go to the next city. So Cologne is pulling the same stuff that Dusseldorf does. They already have the Five Guys on the map and it's not there yet. So I'm not 100% sure who that guy is, Willy Milovic or something. I think it was a German actor. I just googled that quickly. He died in 99, was born in 09, so like a 20th century thing, I think. And somebody from Cologne told me that it's supposed to be a famous guy here in Cologne, I guess. So that's a statue right in the city center. We are at a brewery in the heart of Cologne. It's called Früh am Dom. There it is. Frühkölsch. This is what the area is known for. It's a typical Cologne type of beer here, and they typically serve it in these thin, long glasses. It's just 200 milliliters. I'm just gonna go for it. It's a little... I think I noticed that before when I was a teenager, that I like the Frühkölsch almost better than any other regular beer. Like we grew up with Becks, Veltins, stuff like that, the standard Krombacher.
I have no idea what type of beer you're talking about.
But the Frühkölsch is not that common where I'm from, so that's pretty good. It's kind of like the equivalent to the one we had in Dusseldorf in the other video, the Füchschen, but this is Cologne, so I bet there's a rivalry going on.
Alles für mich? Danke. Yeah, actually, I could probably drink a lot of these. It kind of tastes like water. It's not as beery. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm not a beer drinker, so I think it's good. I could drink several of those, but I'm gonna stick with this one.
So this thing is called halve Hahn, which translates to half a rooster. And where I'm from, that is a rotisserie chicken, half a rotisserie chicken. But it's this. It's a dark rye bread roll with butter and 2 thick slices of Gouda cheese. And voila, halve Hahn. Halve Hahn.
So cool.
There's some good Gouda cheese. Gouda was always one of my favorite cheeses.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I love
too.
it, and this one is good. I think they might make it here. It's a good start.
Big bite now. Look how thick that is. This cheese is my favorite. This type of cheese with any bread or cracker is to me. Oh my goodness, it just came out and it smells so good. I have Rheinische Sauerbraten.
Yes.
Yeah?
Rheinische Sauerbraten.
Look at the knödel, it's so good and fluffy. It's pretty much like a pot roast. Yeah, and then Phil got Himmel und Erd. Oh, it smells so good. This is like what I think of German food. Meat and potatoes. Oh, yeah. Ready?
Get a piece of knödel with that.
The sauce is really nice. It's sweet. Dude, I freaking love knödel. 9 out of 10. That's really good. And this is like an apple mousse. You can see the chunks. I think that's the peel there. That's awesome. Phil's over here claiming all the rest of the food because that's not fair. He eats too fast.
Alright, so quickly, my one is called Himmel und Erd, and it means heaven and earth. So look at this. We got blood sausage in here, and that's fried. And then we have it on mashed potatoes and roasted onions on top.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna try to get a full spork. Wow, oh, that's good. That's a big bite. Himmel und Erd, Köln style. The fried sausage is very fluid. I didn't expect it like that. I expected it to be a little crunchier, but it's awesome. I was a little hesitant ordering blood sausage again because I'm not the biggest fan. Even though we made that video, you can check that out. But this one tastes good, like it comes together very nicely. Quick test for me, the pot roast. Not even sure if we were supposed to eat it like that. If you eat the applesauce with it at the same time, or if that's supposed to be a dessert or pre-appetizer. I guess together. I don't know, let us know if you're from here, if you eat that together. It works together and it's awesome. This is like, also give that a 9 out of 10. Pretty freaking good.
Yeah. All right, I'm a little more nervous about this one. The texture is super mushy. I don't think it's my favorite. I think I would give this like a 6 out of 10.
The pot roast is just a little bit more of a sophisticated meal. This feels like a worker's meal, you know what I'm saying? Like down to earth meal.
Feels like a part of your meal, yeah.
Yeah, I would also give this a 9 out of 10. I would still give that an 8 out of 10, though I'm very surprised by that. That's definitely the bigger surprise compared to this one.
Oh wow, yeah.
I think that means you're done drinking here. Otherwise, they keep bringing you one.
There you go, insider tip.
So we just came out of the brewery and that was pretty satisfying.
Yeah, ich habe große Essen, baby.
I think the brewery is normally open for visiting, but it was closed because of the current situation.
Yeah.
And it seems that in Cologne everything opens up in a week and it's still closed.
Yeah.
So normally you can get a tour and go through there, and I think they brew that beer, the Frühkölsch, and also they do that cheese. They aged that Gouda cheese we had.
That was good
in
cheese.
the cellar.
I would totally be down for a brewery tour with that beer because I think I would like that one.
And funnily, I did not know any of these dishes, the halve Hahn or the Himmel und Erd. I had no idea about those, but definitely worth trying if you ever go to Cologne.
It's really good.
All right, so right now we're basically in the heart of the city. We got the main train station right over there and the iconic Kölner Dome, the Köln Cathedral in the background right there. And that is actually the most visited landmark in Germany. And it's also the 3rd largest church in the world and the largest church with twin towers in the world at, I think, 515 feet high. And we're just gonna go in and check what it looks like from the inside. So these in the background are the crane buildings, Krangebäude. I think it's residential buildings with a lot of very upper scale, expensive apartments in it.
Yeah.
And if you get the front one, you're basically standing on top of the water and you can see the apartment below you, which is kind of cool.
That's really cool.
And then this L shape, there are 3 of them. They're very iconic for Cologne.
They look expensive.
The crane buildings, if you live there, you can have your boat right here. You don't need a parking spot, you just come by boat and then you go zoop, boop, onto the river. You park next to the old town and you're good to go. Don't need a car, just a boat.
Wow, cool kid with the keg. Never looked so frat boy before in his life.
Good morning. We are already packed. We did a lot though. I really like the city. Have to walk a little bit towards our car though because we parked off-site because it's cheaper. It's surprisingly easy to find cheap parking in a city if you research it a little bit. I always thought it's no way you should go by car to bigger cities, but we so far were lucky.
Yeah.
So let's go and get our car. Hope it's still there. So we made it to the car, we're heading out. We're going to see number 3 of our little trip to find Germany's perfect city. So if you don't want to miss out on that, please consider subscribing to our channel.
Don't forget to give it a thumbs up too. It really does help the YouTube algorithm with our videos.
Yeah, we're still a very small channel and every thumbs up, every comment is highly appreciated.
Yes.
But Cologne, review. We've been here 2 days. What do you think?
I really like it. I think I like being in a bigger city with a lot of people from different areas, you know?
What do you mean is diversity, right?
Yes.
And in Cologne, there's definitely more diversity than in the rural town where we are at the moment.
Well, it's just, I think it's nice to see different faces and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, let's mix it up. What I like is, again, that it's right on the river. It's very nice when a city opens up, there's a bigger river flowing through it. And also how you described it, the city is on both sides of the river, whereas Dusseldorf felt a little bit more one-sided, but Cologne is like both sides of the river. There are many bridges leading across. It's more inviting to walk over.
Yeah.
So that's very nice. Also a couple of bigger buildings with cool architecture, so the face of the city also feels kind of nice. I think I'm a little positively surprised. Sometimes Cologne has a little bit of a bad reputation, but I think it's just always these rivalries between cities. I like it. It's a modern, big-ish city, like it's pretty big for Germany. And I could definitely see myself living here, although over the last decade or whatever, the rent prices have been going up pretty crazily.
Yeah, this one's more expensive on our list, so.
Yeah, if you want a good location, Cologne, that's pretty expensive.
Good trip. I feel like 2 days is never enough.
Yeah, it's never enough.
Well, it's all the time we have, and it was a good sampling to just walk around and kind of see what it feels like.
Okay, so heading to city number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you from the next town.
Bye!
Bye!